Sony and San Diego studios have been releasing MLB The Show since 2006.
Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off.
The first ever cover athlete for MLB The Show? David Ortiz. David Ortiz batted exactly 300 with 47 home runs, 148 RBIs, earning the original cover athlete status. But today, we're not talking about how these guys found their way on to the cover. We're gonna go ahead and rank them based off how they performed on the cover. The top 10 performances for MLB The Show cover athletes based off how they played while on the cover. Let's get into it. Now, if you want to rank these guys yourself, you can go ahead and do that in the comment section down below. A bunch of these guys had incredible seasons, so you really could rank the top 5 or 6 however you please. Let me know what you think down below. Let's do it. Coming in at number 10, Aaron Judge. MLB The Show 18 featured Aaron Judge on the cover, and here are his stats. In 2017, Aaron Judge had an incredible season, one of the best rookie performances ever. He took home the Rookie of the Year award, and he finished second in the MVP vote as a rookie, hitting more than 50 homers. But on the cover, Aaron Judge finished with a .278 batting average, 27 homers, and 67 RBIs. Now, granted, I do want to note, Aaron Judge was very effective. The problem is Aaron Judge missed 50 games in 2018. He was dealing with injuries on and off throughout the season, but when he played, he was very effective. And in the playoffs, he went deep against Oakland, so he showed up for this team. I'm sure he will bounce back and have another phenomenal season in 2019. But he's going to come in at number 10 on our list. Moving on to number 9. Adrian Gonzalez. Agon, they call him. Adrian Gonzalez is the only MLB The Show cover athlete who was traded mid-season. The Boston Red Sox traded Adrian Gonzalez and Carl Crawford to the Los Angeles Dodgers mid-season. And Adrian Gonzalez, he is about as pure a run producer as you could find throughout his generation. He was consistently hitting for more than 100 RBIs every season. And even in 2012, where he gets traded mid-year, still bats .299, 15 bombs, 108 RBIs. He put together a very solid season while he was on the cover of MLB The Show. Moving along to number 8, Dustin Pedroia. In 2009, Dustin Pedroia graced the cover, and he was hot off an 08 AL MVP award. Dustin Pedroia was all the rave after that 2008 season.
Laser show.
And Pedroia in his prime was just a dog, man. He had that grit. He played every pitch of every inning hard, and he batted .296 with 15 home runs, 72 RBIs, 20 stolen bases. He was an all-star that season. And granted, it wasn't the MVP season he had just had in 08. Still a pretty solid campaign. Number 7, Joe Mauer. This is the only player in MLB The Show history to be on the cover more than once. Joe Mauer was on the cover of MLB in 2010 and 2011. But for this number 7 slot on our ranking, we're going to go with the 2010 season of Joe Mauer. Just like a lot of the guys on this list, Joe Mauer was fresh off an MVP in 09. And in 2010 on the cover, he batted .327 with 9 home runs, 75 RBIs. He was an all-star. He won the Gold Glove that season and the Silver Slugger. Finished 6th in the MVP voting for 2010. Joe Mauer is another historical player that we had to say bye to recently. I miss Joe Mauer, man. The only guy to be on the cover twice, number 7, Joe Mauer. Now, number 6. This is where things start to get a little bit opinionated because all these guys from here on out just had incredible seasons. I'm gonna have Josh Donaldson in the 6th spot. 2016, Josh Donaldson, .284 batting average, 37 home runs with 99 RBIs. He was an all-star. He won the Silver Slugger, and again, he was fresh off an MVP award in 2015. I'm sure there's some Blue Jays fans out there that would probably have him up another tick or two on this list. So let's just go ahead and talk about my number 5. Miggy was on the cover in 2014. He won the MVP award in 2013 and 2012. So he was coming off back-to-back MVPs. We know all about the Triple Crown season. Now, he did not have an MVP season in 2014. He finished 9th in the voting that year, but he did have a very strong season. Batted .313 with 25 homers and 109 RBIs, and we all know how effective of a hitter Miguel Cabrera was in his prime. He was, as expected, an all-star that season, and I have him at number 5 on my list. Now, number 4, Andrew McCutchen. 2013, he graced the cover. He batted .317 with 21 homers and 84 RBIs. Now, I know you're looking at those numbers and you're probably thinking, man, Donaldson and Miggy kind of had him statistically. Andrew McCutchen won the MVP award in 2013. He's the only MLB The Show cover athlete to win the MVP award while on the cover. Now, statistically, Andrew McCutchen actually had a better season in 2012 than 2013, but he took home the award for the Pittsburgh Pirates in 2013 while he was on the cover, and for that alone, I got to slide him up a couple spots. He was an All-Star, Silver Slugger, MVP, Andrew McCutchen, number 4 for me. The top 3, these guys had ridiculous seasons, and we're going to get this thing started. The number 3 spot, David Wright, 2007 with the New York Mets. 07 cover boy, batted .325 with 30 home runs and 107 RBIs. David Wright won the MVP in 05, and he received MVP votes in 06 and 07, the year that he was on the cover. He was an All-Star, Gold Glove, and Silver Slugger in that 2007 season on the cover. Captain America was just fun to watch in his prime. He's going to be in the number 3 spot for me on this list. Now, number 2, this is my boy, Ryan Howard in 2008 for the Philadelphia Phillies was just off the wall good. He finished 2nd in the MVP award. He lost that award to Albert Pujols. Although Howard hit 11 more home runs and had, I think, 30 more RBIs than Pujols that season, Pujols batted .357, which just really put him over the edge. It was an absolute war between those two for the MVP that season. I remember it like it was nothing. I know Ryan Howard only batted .251, but 48 home runs, 146 RBIs. The 2006 MVP hit 198 homers over a 4-year stretch, 06 to 09. 198 home runs in a 4-year window, 48 of those coming on the cover of MLB The Show 08. And just to throw another note in there for Ryan Howard, his Phillies took home the World Series championship that season. Now, number 1, you got to know who it is at this point, right? Big Papi, David Ortiz, the first ever MLB The Show cover athlete, is taking home the number 1 spot on my rankings for performance while on the cover of MLB The Show. He batted .287 with 54 home runs and 137 RBIs. He's the only MLB The Show cover athlete to hit more than 50 home runs while gracing the cover. He hit 54. All-Star and Silver Slugger. David Ortiz had a 5 consecutive year window where he finished top 5 in MVP votes. 5 straight years, top 5 in MVP votes while on the cover. 54 bombs. I just can't overlook those power numbers, man. David Ortiz is going to take home the number 1 spot on our rankings. Again, down below, guys, let me know. Who do you have in the number 1 spot? What are your rankings? Bryce Harper's going to grace the cover this upcoming season, and there's a pretty good chance he's going to be on a brand new team. Might even be in a whole new league. But can the former MVP step up to the plate? See what I did there? And put together another ridiculous season? There's only one way to find out. I'll see you guys in the comments.